to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Tobias Harris, since he was 10 years old, has spent the summer training with George the Iceman Gervin in San Antonio. Harris said, having him in my ear has helped my game and made me love the game even more. And Gervin says, I'm his coach as far as putting that ball in the hole. He's a good student, too. Kevin?
David, that's one of my most favorite stories you've ever told from our sideline. Thank you for that. All right, a chance to check out stats for Jimmy Butler.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Paul. Harris is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. And for the Knicks, there's Boucher out there with Porzingis. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Wall. And it's Beal in at the 2-guard spot. And Doris, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out here tonight?
Well, boy, Kevin, this is a classic low post strength-on-strength contest.
Here we go.
And more in the modern NBA, that's the exception, not the rule.
And so off the tip, it's New York. Wall against Paul. Wall taking his time here. To the inside, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And they're going to have to think about sitting him out. I mean, that's his second foul here in less than a minute.
The Lakers making a switch here. Rubio's checked in. On defense, the Lakers. Now here's Wall. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. Wall against Rubio. Passes it to Thompson. Off target with his 3. Isaac finds Beal. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, that is just tremendous concentration from Bradley Beal. Defense all over him, no problem.
Thompson against Beal. Fades. The shot, no good. And New York the other way now. All with it. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Beal with it. Butler covering. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Well, the defender's all over him, but this guy is able, Bradley Beal, to play through it and get the score.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now, here's Rubio. Butler on the wing. He's covered by Isaac. Porzingis with the block.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now a veteran in his 30s, Ricky Rubio, Doris, taking on more of a leadership role.
Right, and I think he's a natural fit in that role because this guy won't hesitate to call out teammates, and he also holds himself to a very high standard. Sort of a natural progression for a guy who's played point guard his whole life.
Rubio finds Thompson. Butler feeling out of it. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Wall. Right around 25 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
Now, here's Isaac. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. The shot by Beal, no good.
Oh, just incredible. That spin shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot.
Thompson against Boucher. Valanciunas with a screen on Isaac. Butler, just 5 on the clock. No good on that one. Nice D from Porzingis. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. Beal can't get it to go.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Klay Thompson understanding how to read the floor and make the right choice. Yes, he can score it, but good vision there.
Outside, Wall. And again, it's the Knicks missing. LA has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Wall against Rubio. Here's Harris. Off the left rim and out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And he makes that one.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Pass to Harris. Butler against Isaac. Screened by Valanciunas. Lets it go from 11. Good work there as it goes.
Well, give Jimmy Butler credit right there. Resourceful, powerful, backs away from no one.
All with it, picked up by Thompson. It's good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Butler. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. He gets it in there.
Don't you love the mentality of Jimmy Butler? He almost embraces the contact, invites the contact.
Rubio against Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul. Rubio against Wall. Valanciunas sets a screen for Rubio. Outside Butler. Block at 6. Shoots over Isaac. Porzingis with the block. Wall passes to Porzingis. New York moving it around. Basket good. Beal's got 8.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Wall against Rubio. Now here's Butler. He's covered closely, and he banks in the layup. He's got 6.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight coverage.
Now here's Isaac. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's Beal on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Lets it go from 11. The shot by Beal, no good. Lakers trailed by 3. Here's Harris, and again it's the Lakers.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
With the step back. The pass to Beal. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. 11 points for Bradley Beal.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
So New York ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Nance, he's checked in for Harris. Ennis comes in for Jimmy Butler. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Maledon in for Ricky Rubio. Now, here's Maledon. Dishes to Wiggins. Over Nwaba. Here's Valanciunas. And the rejection by Noel.
This is a staple of his game. Nerlens Noel sends it back.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for New York?
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
Passed in Nwaba. On the wing, Harris. Offline with his three. And so it's Ennis bringing it up now for Los Angeles. They trail by 3. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Harris. A rebound by the Lakers. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
You don't like to count on points from your reserves, but they had some hot hands coming off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete effort, that's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
Well, a lot of teams are going smaller these days, but big man Jonas Valanciunas still earning steady minutes year after year.
Efficient scoring and a presence on the glass. He's able to punish teams inside if they want to play small ball.
And the first one drops. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
And it's such a great feeling to come out strong, but it's hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strength. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Maledon passes to Wiggins. Into the lane. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Well, being assertive. Wiggins right now calling his own number off the pick and roll action.
Harris outside. Here's the screen. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Knicks lead by 4.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
They grab their own miss. Bucket is good.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Noel sets a screen for Harris. Out to the right wing. Takes the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Nance outside. Now Valanciunas in the game against Detroit. Very impressive. Wiggins drives in. Knicks with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this. They caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
Clock is at 3. Campazzo. And the 3 off target. Lakers trail by 5. Maledon passes to Valanciunas. Over Noel. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
1:19 left to play here in the first. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Passes it to Melodon. Ennis with the ball. Guarded by Harris. Pushing it up. Campazzo. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Wiggins finds Nance. It's hauled in by Harris. The Knicks leading by 3. 35 seconds left in the first. Campazzo, the pass to Nwaba. And here's Harris from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. He has 6.
Well, he is tailor-made for the catch-and-shoot game. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
Wiggins outside. He can't get it to go. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for the New York Knicks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. The hunger to improve defines all competitors.
We want more. We don't.
Well, Greg, he feels this team has plenty of untapped potential.
And I don't doubt it. And can Rubio improve? It's certainly very steady throughout his career, but is there another level he can get to?
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Knicks are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Bradley Beal is out there with Wall. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Klay Thompson.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Lets it go from 11. Rebound the Lakers. Valanciunas has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Paul kicks to Valanciunas. Harris against Beal. Valanciunas with a screen on Beal. The kick outside to Butler. No good with the triple. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. They lead by 4. Goes up to the stripe. That one a little long for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Butler. Knicks with the rebound. Beal deciding where to go with it. Wall up top. Right side Porzingis. New York moving the ball around. Isaac outside. Porzingis sets the pick for Isaac. And the Knicks miss again. Lakers trail by 4. Pass to Thompson. Wall against Butler. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The pass to Wall. Back to Beal. Isaac a screen. Knocks it loose. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last.
And here's a look at the stats for Beal. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's around 30 points per clip, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work. I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end that he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. Charity stripe shot, and the shot goes in. Paul's got his first basket of the night.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Boucher with a screen on Thompson. Here's Beal. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Oh, off the bounce, Beal breaks down the defense.
Paul against Wall. Paul surveying the floor. Over Wall. Porzingis with the rebound. New York's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Porzingis with a screen on Paul. Here's Wall on the money with the open jumper. And now a 4-point Knicks lead.
It may be impossible to stay in front of John Wall.
Back to Paul. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Pass the Wall. Got a piece of it. Thompson outside. He kicks to Paul. Porzingis against Valanciunas. Pass to Thompson. From deep. Craps in the tray. Thompson's got the lead up to 1 now for the Lakers.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
Well, something, Greg, we can't take for granted. It's nice just to see Klay Thompson out on the floor.
No doubt, Kevin. You know, the NBA is just a better league with a healthy Klay Thompson. Makes this team more fun to watch. Good for humor and one incredible performance a year.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Friday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Atlanta Hawks.
And for that game against Chicago,
That's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Shoots from 12. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist by Isaac. And it's 8 points for John Wall.
Well, just stellar concentration from the veteran. John Wall shooting under pressure, no problem.
Paul finds Valanciunas. Butler on the wing. Valanciunas sets a screen for Butler. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at the Lakers. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know.
And you know, for the Lakers, they've gotten off to a terrific start this year. We knew they were capable of playing terrific basketball, and so far, they have not disappointed.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Just 5 to shoot. From the line. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And it's Paul missing. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the New York Knicks. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. The Lakers trail. Harris outside. Here's Paul. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Paul's got 6.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Campazzo, the pass to Harris. Pass to Achua. 6 on the shot clock. Harris against Thompson. New York, no good that time either. LA's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Butler, and the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Nwaba finds Harris. And Butler sends it back.
Wow, nice anticipation from Jimmy Butler. Send it back, sir.
Thompson with it, picked up by Harris. Thompson passes to Paul. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Some changes for the Lakers. Nancy's checked in for Harris. Ennis comes in for Thompson. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Chris Paul. Knicks trail by 6. Harris outside. Will it go? Connects from 3-point range. Harris has got 9 points.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Here's Ruby. He had 10 points in the win against the Pistons in Detroit. Wiggins with it. Now guarded by Noel. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. 4 on the shot clock. And stolen by Noel. Campazzo covered by Rubio. Campazzo, the pass to Noel. And here is Harris. 9 points in the game so far. 5 to shoot. Stolen by Rubio. Wiggins, right side. Misses the 3. New York's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Lakers leading by 3. Ennis kicks to Rubio. On the wing, Wiggins. Floats it up for Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
Well, can we remember the guy's got a 40-inch vertical? I'll tell you, he does his best work in the air, I think.
Campazzo, the pass to Nwaba. And the pass to Harris. There's a screen by Noel. From the arc. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to 2 on the bucket from Harris.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Ennis kicks to Wiggins. Nance sets a screen for Wiggins. Nance outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. New York's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the Lakers get called for the foul. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Well, something else they've done a good job of tonight is penetrating and getting points right at the rim.
The first free throw is good. Paladon's checked in for the Lakers. And he can't hit the second. The Lakers in the lead. On the wing, Wiggins floats it up for Butler, and that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
A moment now to see the stats for Jimmy Butler. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Getting around 24 points per, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through. Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
58 seconds left to play in the first half. Now, here's Nwaba. From deep three-point range, doesn't go that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them.
And what a year for Andrew Wiggins and his offense. The outside shot took some huge leaps forward.
I think as importantly, his efficiency went through the roof. This guy seemed more comfortable playing as a second option. Less pressure allowed him to thrive. I think Wiggins will always be remembered in that monster trade for Kevin Love a while ago. You don't see many trades like that in the NBA.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And Wiggins thrived as a secondary option. Seems that is the role he's best fit for. His efficiency soared.
Harris outside for 3. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Well, Joe Harris has got the kind of offensive arsenal that allows this kind of cooking to happen. He is working right now.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, think back to one of the biggest surprises in the 2020 bubble in Orlando. Jimmy Butler leads the Heat all the way to the final.
And with Wiggins, he didn't face the same pressure, Greg. It was a huge weight off his shoulders.
And that mental aspect impacts players. Wiggins was asked to do less, and as a result, ended up doing more.
Well, as you recall, Doris, there was a fair amount of criticism leading into the play-in tournament, but that quickly dissipated.
It did, Kevin, and the reason it did is because the play-in tournament is the closest we can replicate what happens at the end of the college basketball season when they get into that tournament that everybody loves. The fact of the matter is you've got a 48-minute game that is going to either advance or end somebody's season, and that kind of drama is so captivating.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Paul out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then it's Butler. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Butler against Beal. Shot clock at 6. Here's Paul, and it's sent back by Isaac.
Well, that's 6'11", sending it back, Jonathan Isaac. Woohoo!
And And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They're scoreless since the first half. Beal with it. Butler covering. 13 feet away. Beal can't get it to go. Lakers leading by 4. Paul outside. Valanciunas inside. He's covered by Beal. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Butler.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
When talking about Bradley Beal, Greg, we're not just talking about one of the league's elite shooters. We're talking about one of the league's elite scorers.
And if you don't hear Beal mentioned in the same breath as some other NBA superstars, you should. He's capable of putting up a 50-piece on any given night. This is no specialist. This is an absolute superstar.
Well, think back to when Bradley Beal entered the NBA, just a 19-year-old young man. It did take him a couple of seasons to develop into an all-star, but boy, now as a guy capable of averaging over 30 a game, he is a nightmare for defenses. Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Paul outside. Valanciunas with a screen on Isaac. Here's Butler. Knicks with the rebound.
Yeah, and the height disadvantage there forced him into a really tough shot. Tried to fade away, but just couldn't pull it off.
Boucher passes to Wall. Rebound the Lakers. Valanciunas has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Harris finds Thompson. Butler against Beal. Shots good from Butler. Butler's got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers.
You had the sense from the opening tip that Jimmy Butler wanted to take the initiative to put points on the board.
Well, the shooting guard position is where teams look for a lot of their points. And these players, the highest scoring among them, haven't disappointed. Bradley Beal is second.
And this is the cream of the crop at the two-guard spot. I mean, strictly in terms of their scoring ability and the ease with which they can overwhelm would-be defenders.
You know, and that's why it often requires more than one man to defend against any of them. These players draw more double teams than any group in the league, and they still are able to put up points at a devastating rate.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Butler from outside. That doesn't go either for Butler. And they'll get another chance. Ball finds Thompson. No good on the three.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And great to see Wall beat a couple major injuries. Had to attack rehab twice. Doesn't always get enough credit for his dedication to the game.
And for Wall, Greg, has his game changed at all now that he's into his 30s?
And he's so much stronger now. Just as liable to go through you than around you. Better at varying the tempo and controlling the pace of the game.
The dish to Beal. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. And Beal kicks to Porzingis. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Thompson outside. Paul outside. His three-pointers off the mark. Knicks trail by 3. Porzingis passes to Isaac. Wall against Paul. Boucher sets a screen for Wall. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Boy, that's the length of Jonas Valanciunas on the defensive end. Not easy to get a shot over the 7-footer.
Paul against Wall. Paul dishes to Butler. Driving to the basket. Porzingis with the block. Pass to Wall. Porzingis with a screen on Paul. Here's Wall. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Tries the spin move. Thompson passes to Harris. And Boucher sends it back. And they get it back. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Beal. He's got 17. Isaac a screen on Thompson. For the lead. And Beal with a nice bucket inside. Beal's got 4 points this quarter.
Guys, these big nights are becoming commonplace for Bradley Beal. Every night you know he's going to give you great productivity.
The shot's good from Paul. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Paul with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Feeds it to Harris. And it's sent back by Isaac. Beal against Paul. Beal can't get it to go.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Thompson finds Paul. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, you think because of his frame it would be easy to knock Chris Paul off balance, but this guy has concentration and tenacity. Really good job keeping his focus.
Noel's checked in for Chris Boucher. The Lakers also with a sub. Rubio's checked in. Beal against Rubio. Porzingis with a screen on Rubio. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
To the wing on the left. Noel passes to Porzingis. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wall. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Wall's got 7 points for the quarter.
I love the activity. John Wall's athleticism and skill can overcome quality defense.
And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Joe Harris is checked in for New York. Larry Nance is checked in for the Lakers. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Chris Paul. Wall against Rubio. Shot clock at 5. Passes to Harris. Over Noel. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Drafted late in the 2011 first round, Tobias Harris has been traded a few times in his career. And players like Tobias who can bring shooting and length, they will always be in high demand.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from Harris.
And along with terrific production, Harris is an interesting team leader, very positive in his approach.
And Harris drops them both. And Greg, Harris has grown more vocal as his comfort level on the team has risen.
And Kevin, he's always had it in him. Now that he's a veteran, he's earned the right. He always seems to bring the guys together.
Porzingis can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 3. Wiggins kicks to Rubio. And he drives in. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And the rejection by Noel. Harris looking it over. Pass to Wall. Harris against Wiggins. Out to the wing. And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 4 rebounds in this game. Wiggins from outside. He can't hit that time. So New York will take it the other way.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Harris kicks to Wall. Back to Harris. New York moving it around. Wiggins against Wall. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Wall's got 17 now.
Well, under duress of the shot clock, Wall able to make something out of nothing.
Thompson dishes to Rubio. Back to Thompson. Got a piece of it. Here's Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 1-point game. Porzingis with a screen on Rubio. And Wall kicks to Porzingis. Harris outside. Over Wiggins. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here on the 2K leaderboard are the teams with the quickest hands in the league. The Lakers in 5th.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
When you think about it, over time, Joe Harris has made himself a viable option as an NBA player. He's got such offensive versatility.
Achua, he's checked in for the Knicks. Facundo Campazzo comes in for John Wall. The Lakers also with a sub, and this is checked in. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
It's Noel, high post. And there's the pass to Isaac. Makes it off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Wow, look at the way the big man Noel set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Wiggins passes to Harris. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Wiggins with the layup. And it's 6 points for Andrew Wiggins.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Noel with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Achua finds Noel. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at New York. Right now they're in 7th in the conference, looking to build on their record.
Well, I think for New York, they're a team searching for a way to take a leap forward this season. So far, here in the early going, that leap has not existed.
Yeah, it hasn't been all bad, though. I mean, they've had some nice wins, and even if they're not an elite-level team, they still have the look of a playoff team.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've also jumped at every chance to attack the basket tonight. Just terrific penetration.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. David Nwaba comes in for Harris. And Beal subbed in for Campazzo. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
And the Knicks making a change here. Boucher is checked in.
And while he's dealt with injuries, I still have enjoyed watching the growth of Jonathan Isaac. The guy entered the league. Everyone knew he could be a shot blocker, but he does so much more defensively.
And it's Beal in the corner. Kick to Isaac. Pass to Boucher. To the left side wing. Outside, Beal. New York needs to get off a shot. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
And here's Harris from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Harris has got 9.
And really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Lakers lead by 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. There's Boucher out there with David Nwaba. Then there's Bradley Beal. And there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Wall in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. Count that one.
I like the commitment from Bradley Beal to take it inside and attack the defender.
Thompson outside. Here's Paul. And it's off the back rim. No good. Now Nwaba to the paint. Shoots from 12. Boucher shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jimmy Butler. First one falls for him. Porzingis is checked in for Nerlens Noel. And so Boucher nails both of them.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Ball against Wall. And Thompson kicks to Wiggins. Over Nwaba. And a beautiful finish by Wiggins.
A dribble move gets a little separation, and that's all Wiggins needs. That's pretty.
Paul against Wall. Over Paul. Wall's shot is off.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Here's Paul, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
While the mid-range is always a good option for Chris Paul.
New York trailing. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Wall, no luck. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Thompson finds Paul. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Valanciunas with a screen on Wall. Paul goes in. They get it again. Valanciunas off on the layup. Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Porzingis passes to Wall. Wall with another miss. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. The lead is 2. Paul dishes to Valanciunas. Wiggins surveying the floor. Kicks it out to Paul. Steps back and shoots. Again, the miss by Paul. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Beal the pass to Wall. Porzingis with a screen on Paul. Outside, Porzingis. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing phone.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Joe Harris is checked in for New York. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to listen to the Knicks coach talk about the game with his team. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Beal against Thompson. It's Beal on the wing. Over Thompson. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Bradley Beal.
Well, Bradley Beal gets into the mid-range. Let's remember, this is a 3-level scorer. He will take what you give him.
Here's Thompson. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Boucher with a screen on Paul. Here's Wall. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Lakers have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. And slam dunk by Butler.
Well, the defense slow to react. Jimmy Butler just takes advantage. Nice finish.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Boucher with a screen on Thompson. Here's Beal. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Beal's got 25 points in the game.
Well, this is how Bradley Beal just makes it impossible to guard him. 3-level scorer. This time he goes to the inside game.
Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Butler passes to Valanciunas. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Beal dishes to Harris. Porzingis with a screen on Thompson. Thompson against Beal. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
And when it comes to pure scoring output, few guys do it better than Bradley Beal.
Yeah, Bradley Beal has rounded out his offensive game. Tight handle, sweet shooter, ability to put it on the deck. His offensive focus has been unmatched. This guy is constantly probing and attacking holes in defenses.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Ball against Wall. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on John Wall.
Well, you can see the tenacity of Chris Paul in play there. He refuses to give up on the shot, wants to get the end one. Nicely done.
And that one falls for Paul.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work, gets the most out of his teammates, and has done that wherever he's played.
And Wall kicks to Porzingis. Outside, Wall. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wall's got 19 points. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone, and he's the engine to this whole operation.
Here's Butler. It's rebounded by New York. Harris outside. Outside, Beal. Boucher with a screen on Thompson. The drive by Beal. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Thompson with it. Picked up by Harris. Wall against Paul. Takes it from 10. Here's Valanciunas. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Well, I think this is something Jonas Valanciunas has hung his hat on, his ability to consistently get to the offensive window. Nicely done.
And Porzingis, here we go. The first one falls.
For Kristaps Porzingis, we know this guy has all-star level talent. For him, it's about staying healthy. At 7'3", if he's able to stay away from injuries, this guy is a big-time threat.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the Knicks. Harris is checked in for the Lakers. And Thompson kicks to Butler. Back to Thompson. Thompson is double. Passes it to Paul. Shoots the three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 8 now on the night. Outside, Wall. Screened by Porzingis. Wall attacking. Banked in off the glass. Wall's got 13 points in the second half.
Boy, plows his way to the rack. John Wall putting the defense on their heels.
Pass to Valanciunas. He dishes it to Paul. No good from outside. Knicks trailed by 4. Porzingis finds Harris. Boucher with the ball. Back to Harris. Here's Boucher. There's the pass to Isaac. And here is Harris. A 3-ball. That shot misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Harris. Lays it up off the glass. Harris has got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Wall passes to Boucher. Some solid defense from Harris. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Valanciunas, good.
Well, terrific instincts from Jonas Valanciunas on the interior. This guy has improved in the low post every year.
Porzingis sets the pick for Wall. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And he recovers it. Second shot opportunity. Wall, no luck. Lakers leading by 8. Pass to Harris. Over Boucher. That's good from Harris on the assist by Thompson. Harris has got 4 points in the quarter.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Outside, Porzingis drills it from outside.
Well, the three-point shooting of Kristaps Porzingis is so prolific. You've got to guard him out there.
Oh, the lob to Valanciunas. Porzingis with the steal. Paul against Wall. Porzingis with a screen on Paul. It's Wall with the drive. And Wall slams it home.
This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim. Wall finishing with style.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Paul is doubled. The feed now to Valanciunas. Back to Paul. Over Wall. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And it's off from three-point range. Knicks trailed by 5. Passes it to Porzingis. Wall against Paul. And Wall kicks to Harris. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Harris has got 20.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Paul dishes to Valanciunas. Paul right side. 6 to shoot. Paul is doubled. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Crushing blow to the host right there. I mean, they were in this game for what felt like only a second before instantly giving that three-pointer up.
And the Knicks making a change here. Beal's checked in. Porzingis with a screen on Paul. Here's Wall. Here's the drive. And Wall with the slam.
This is one of the staples of John Wall's games ever since he came out of Kentucky. Put it on the deck and get to the cup.
And it's sent back by Isaac. Here's Wall. Yes! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Here's Paul. Money!
Chris Paul is the master of the pick and roll, understanding how to utilize his teammates to the best of their abilities.
He lobs it up. Yes!
Really taking advantage of every scoring opportunity. They've somehow found a way to make this thing exciting.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Valanciunas with a screen on Wall. Porzingis with the steal. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. To take the lead. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
His contemporaries will say this. Klay Thompson's shooting stroke is as pure as it gets.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wall. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
The 5th overall pick back in 2011, Valanciunas has worked so hard to improve his entire game. I'll tell you, it's paid off, Kevin. He can impact a game in a lot of different ways.
For the finish. And so the Lakers take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in.